Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back. It is still Mother's Day and I'm filming a hodgepodge of videos and I'm talking to you about Sephora. I did do a video in my car and I'm gonna scrap that because guess what, there have been some new developments and I bought this literally yesterday, Saturday. It's Sunday. I don't know why things have changed, but things have changed. So I bought two things. Actually, I'm lying. I bought three. Let me bring the other one. So I had my eye on this online and I was waiting online to, purchase my two travel perfumes, which I'm about to talk to you about. And I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm about to go on vacation. I have a lot of things coming up this summer, this year. I'm gonna need travel size friendly ones. I wasn't sure if I should get it because it has St. Bart's in there. And if you guys don't remember, I still have the big bottle version of this and I have not finished it. I have like a little bit under halfway to go, but this is more travel size friendly. I have not experienced Santorini nor Ibiza. Melrose Place I have experienced, and these are all fragrance mists, by the way, hair and body fragrance mists, and I have experienced this as a perfume. Now the other two I do like. This one is definitely tropical for sure, less Caribbean and pina colada of the St. Bart's, but I can see them in the same family and so forth. And this one I definitely do like. This is Ibiza. I'm very happy I got this travel mini set because I may be inclined to get bigger bottles of the Ibiza at least. Now, the two perfumes that I got was this one. This is by Commodity. Sorry if you're hearing the noise outside. That is a truck. And this is, let me push it through. I like the packaging, by the way. I threw away the rest of it. But this is Milk Orchid. This is a perfume done in collaboration with a YouTuber, Perfumerism, and everybody has been talking about this and saying wonderful things about this. And I noticed I like a lactonic note, 100%. So I said, why not? Okay, so I finally got my, version. I got a travel. I tried it in store. So I went in Sephora and I tried all of these on, So yes, I went in store and I tried all of these except for the vacation set because that was sealed. I tried the two perfumes that I'm going to talk to you in person, not on skin though. I tried them both on the testers and I was like, I like this one. I liked it enough to get it and I'm very happy that I did, and we'll talk about this in a moment because the problem is not this one. The problem is what's in the bag, and I put it right in the bag because I'm going to send it right back. I got Burberry Her Elixir. Hopefully you're seeing that and it's not too blurry. I've been hearing a lot of people say a lot of wonderful stuff about Burberry Her line in general, and this is the second time I went to try it and I was kind of iffy the whole time that I tried it before. And honestly, really and truly, I should have tried these on skin because I could have, and honestly, if I tried this one on skin I would have never bought it. This one was good on paper and on skin, and I'm happy to experience it more. But so far, I don't feel like I'm going to get a big bottle of this. I feel like this is my wheelhouse with this, and this is where I'm going to stay. But we shall see how things go as I experience it. People are very into the festivities because of Mother's Day today. So you're hearing a lot of music, a lot of motorcycles, a lot of everything, even sirens. But that's the usual around here. So yeah, I have Burberry Elixir and it smelled good on paper. And I was like, oh, why? I never got a chance to get to this one last time. I tried the others. There's 4 or 5 of them in the her line. And I finally tried Elixir and I was like, I'm getting the vibe of it a little bit. It is definitely very feminine and girly, and I don't know the notes of this offhand, but I do know it's florals. I don't think it leans completely gourmand, but when I got into car, because I really wanted to try this right away, and as I said, I was doing a video in the car, I tried it on the skin and it was completely different on skin for me. I would say it got better with time as it dried down, but still not good enough. So I'm not going to try it on skin for you because, as I said, I'm returning it. I sprayed it twice and that is enough. I don't need to spray it anymore for me to completely validate my feelings. So the first time I sprayed it that day, yesterday, I did not eat anything all day. That was personally, I was really busy and I felt like I needed a little bit of reset because I was eating a lot the day before. And once I sprayed it on my skin, my stomach turned and I was like, ooh, what is going on here? I was like, this is super sweet, and I like sweet, but there's a level where it gets cloying and it gets really bad. On paper, I was not smelling that. And hopefully I'm putting the notes up on the screen for you so you can see. I wasn't getting that at all. Then I was starting to get a headache. Now, at first I was thinking, I have not eaten. Let it sit for some time. Let me get back to it. It was on this arm. I was like, let me get back to it for another hour or so. Let me see how I feel and keep going about my day. I was going to pick up my food actually. And I was like, perhaps I'm just hungry. That's why my stomach is turning. That's why I'm getting a headache and so forth like that. Came home, ate my food and everything like that, and then I revisited both of my perfumes, and I did it on the same hand, so it was not mixing. Milk Orchid on this one and Burberry Her Elixir on this one, and the same thing again. I started to get nauseous and my stomach was turning, and I was like, okay, 2 sprays is enough for me. I don't need a third. I don't like this. It gets better with the dry down, but even so, what I was smelling on the paper was not indicative of what I was smelling on my skin, and I just had to say it needs to go. I was tempted because I sprayed it twice. I was like, should I give it to someone else? And I was like, Deandra, you literally only sprayed it twice. You still have your receipt. Thank God I asked for both a print and email. So I still have my receipt, and I'm just going to give it back. And thankfully, how they have theirs packaged, they don't have any plastic around their packaging. This is literally it. The Milk Orchid one in the box, it had plastic around it. Thankfully, the Milk Orchid one I do like. So yes, I personally would not say Burberry Her Elixir is a good safe blind buy. Definitely try in store, and please do not do like me and try it on your skin because things develop differently. Everybody has different pHs, and I know for me, I pull more sweeter notes than anything. I've been told that is not necessarily, I noticed that people have told me like you always pull out sweeter notes. So things that are not necessarily overly sweet for you definitely becomes way more overly sweet on my skin. Okay, so yes, that's my viewpoints on her Burberry Her Elixir. I'm not going to tell you not to get it because everybody, as I said, perfume is subjective, so this may be a knockout on you, but on me it's not. I would say it's not blind buy safe. Please go in store and try it. Okay, let's talk about Milk Orchid. Now, Milk Orchid is a lactonic fig milk. I'm not sure if there's almond in this. This I will spray because it's a new day. That scent is gone off of me, and I do like this. From the nozzle, what I like about this is not overly lactonic, okay? But you smell the facets in there. It has a moderate sillage. I have not worn this out yet, so I don't know how this is going to fare. But so as I just spray this on skin, you immediately get that lactonic perfumery note, I guess you would say, and then that fig note really comes through. That you get a little bit of a juiciness or fruitiness, I should say, more so coming through, and then it just settles, and it's very pretty. I'm very interested to wear this. This is definitely a daytime, definitely work appropriate. If you're going to a classier brunch, not necessarily, you know, just something as you guys know, I have a few wedding events to go to. This would be nice for some of those occasions, but this is definitely giving more so classy daytime type of things where it's slightly casual, but you're also getting dressed up. You're wearing a nice frilly dress, or you know, something with flowers. It just makes me think of a garden with flowers and everything that's prim and proper. You know what this reminds me of? I'm sorry, but it just came into mind. Princess Diaries 2. If you have not seen that movie, or it has been a while that you've seen that movie, please go and watch that after this video. It's a Disney movie where the main character is back in her home country as she's trying to, you know, claim the throne, and or assume the throne, I should say. And you know, the events that they're doing, the dresses, the sheerness, the A-lineness, the classiness, the prim and proper. This is what that's giving me, okay? That's what Milk Orchid is giving me. And if you remember the scene where they're in the backyard, or, you know, the yard, you know, they have a nice garden and they have all the flowers, everything's trimmed and prim and proper, and they have the nice hats and all that stuff. That's what this is giving me, okay? I believe this has florals in there. I can't pinpoint everything. I feel like it has like an almond note. Or some nuts, but I'm picking up mostly almond, and I love an almond note, so I'm really quick to pick it out. But my nose can be wrong because I'm very new to this. But it does have two types of milk. One is a fig milk, and the other one is something else I can't remember at the moment. There might be vanilla in here. It's very lightly sweet. This is not something that is going to offend anyone, but it will have a good moderate sillage and it will flow with you, and that's what I kind of like about it. So yes, this is nice to experience and I like it. I did declutter some perfumes recently. I got rid of my Dolce & Gabbana The Only One Intense and The Only One No. 2. I feel like I've experienced a lot of them and I wasn't feeling like I was going to reach for them anymore, especially The Only One No. 2. It was down to, I had, I think, 40 or 50 ml, and I had very little left, and I decluttered it. I gave it to my mom, and the Intense one I could not exactly see, but that was almost a full bottle. I've experienced I would say almost close to halfway. I've experienced a lot of those two, and I felt like I wasn't reaching for them or was going to reach for them at all, so I gave those away. I was close to also giving her this one. This is Dolce & Gabbana Blue Jasmine. I don't know if you guys remember, I got the another travel size along with this. It was like a set, and I have the travel size that I've been mainly using at work, and I was like, I felt like it was kind of competing with this one. As you can see, it has a larger dent. I do like the bottles on these with the flowers. I think it's really, really cute. And I like this a lot, okay? I feel like possibly when this is done, I may get another bottle. They're both 75 mls. And I think why I gravitate towards this a lot more because I mix it with other perfumes and it works very well with other things and alone as well. This one I feel like is on its own lane. I don't know if you guys remember. I'll put the notes on the screen on both, hopefully. This one has fig in there as well, and jasmine more in there, along with the DNA of the Dolce. And I feel like it brings it more deeper. It has a nice, fresh, fruity presence in the beginning. Is very bright and happy, and then it settles down. The jasmine comes down a bit more. It gets a little bit warmer in my opinion with the florals, and a little bit dense as well. And I was like, Deandra, come on now. I fell back in love with it this week, and I was like, I'm so glad I did not declutter it. I have a little bit of a dent here, and that's just from this week alone because it was full. I had not used it, so I'm very happy about that. Last and not least, this one. This was only supposed to be me talking about Sephora, but you know, with perfumes and things that you love and bags and all that stuff, you just can't help yourself. This is a lataffa purchase. This is my third time buying this, and you may be saying, my gosh, it's that good that you bought it 3 times? Yes, but I did not finish it 3 times. The first time I bought it, I loved it. I kept wearing it. The nozzle became defective, and I was so sad. I brought it to work, and one of my coworkers was like, I'm going to decant it, but it's not a twister. So I don't know how she's going to do it. She said she's going to get her husband to take it off with some pliers or something, and she's going to put it into another bottle. I said, good for you. Then I said, I'm going to buy it again because it is that good, okay? And this is something that you can get for just $20 on many different retailers. Amazon, Fragrance Net, I can go down the list. You can get this for very, very cheap. I got it the second time. Amazon gave me the wrong thing, okay? I reported it. I wanted to get the exact thing, but they just gave me back my money, and I was just like, I'm stuck with this. I gave it away because it's useless for me. It was actually a men's fragrance, not even a woman's fragrance that I could even, you know, something that I could use. I bought it again because I kept thinking about it, and also because I do watch some fragrance videos from different YouTubers that I love, and this kept coming up, and I'm like, yes, they're so right. This is a good fragrance. So a plug out here, not for me, but for this fragrance. If you wanted to try a Middle Eastern brand or fragrance, Lataffa is a really good brand to start out with, and this one I would highly recommend if you want something that would work for many occasions. Okay, and this will not break your bank, and this is something that you can, if you don't get tired of Bath and Body Works, you want something new. Bath and Body Works got some good stuff, but you want something a little bit different, and you want to be on a budget. Yes, 100%. So this is Lataffa Ana Abied Poudre. Okay, hopefully you're seeing all of that here, and it comes in this box that says I am white. You'll see that all over, but as you can see, Ana Abied Poudre. Okay, and the brand is Lataffa. I love this stinking purchase so much. I apologize for that car. Okay, I'm back. So yes, as you don't know, if all Lataffa should have a little barcode sign here. It's kind of holographic. That means that it is authentic. Okay, so I finally bought it again. My Amazon package just came today. I prefer Amazon because I get it quickly, and I wanted this quickly. In comparison to some other Lataffa perfumes, this is on the smaller side because they give you a lot for what you're paying for. They give you a lot. So this is on the smaller side. Imagine that. Okay, and this is, if memory serves me correct, about 75 mLs, if memory serves me correct. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's definitely not a 100 ml bottle. It's kind of conservative in the bottle design, because if you've ever seen any Middle Eastern brands bottles, not just Lataffa, you could go with a lot of different brands because there's many out there. They're very expressive in their bottle designs. Some can say it looks tacky, some like it, what have you. But yeah, this is a bit more on the conservative side, and I like it. This kind of reminds me of a Domino. Okay, and the Ana Abied line, they have many. Okay, and for what I remember, I think they're all unisex. This is not unisex to me. So this is, I'll spray it on the other hand because Milk Orchid is here. Okay, this got me scared because, you know, I don't need a defective nozzle. Oh, it's so good. So people have said that this reminds them of, or is a good alternative dupe for, or inspired by, all those words in between, Celine Black Tie. I've never smelled Celine fragrances. I didn't even know they had fragrances, but they said it's pretty spot on. If you guys have it, please let me know if that's the case. I have no clue. Now, I was inspired to get this from a coworker because she was really into getting powdery fragrances, and she was looking at more the niche side, and I wasn't completely sure if I liked powdery. So that's why I went to Middle Eastern. I did my research and I came across this beauty on Amazon, and it was the reviews that convinced me. Okay, I bought the first bottle and I was like, they did not lie, it was good. And then I start hearing about it on YouTube all over the place, just here and there, you know. This is definitely flowery, but it's powdery, but it's simple. It is more of a, you can spray a lot so that it can have a really be like beast mode, but it will have a sillage. It will cling to you. It's very classy. This is a classy fragrance. I would say this is a little bit more on the mature side for some people, like, and I feel like that's why it's classy. It could be everyday. This can be a signature scent for sure. You can go to a wedding in this. This could be a classy dinner. You're gonna wear this, like, it will work. Okay, this smells expensive to me. Okay, I know it is a $20 fragrance. If you see it on a bad day, probably maybe $25, $27, depending on the retailer. But yes, as I was saying, it has a musk note to it as well, and it's, you have to like musk to like this. So yes, it's definitely has a bit of vanilla in there. It's softly sweet. It's almost kind of reminiscent of the Milk Orchid, but I would say this is more, if I had to bring it to like what movie this reminds me of per se. Okay, I know exactly what to tell you this reminds me of. I'm sorry for the long-winded, you know, way to get there. Okay, Gilmore Girls. Okay, going to a cotillion, all right? The mother, okay? I'm blanking on her name. Not Rory. The mother that had the baby at a young age. Why am I blanking on this? You know the character, hopefully if you've seen Gilmore Girls, you know the character that I'm talking about. Her. When she was wearing that black dress to the cotillion when Rory was coming out, okay, and the father was there and so forth like that, and you know, some things went down and she stopped talking to her mother after that. That outfit and everything like that, you know, in a room full of, you know, I guess people with very high-end you know, wardrobes, bank accounts, earism and all that stuff. This works very nice for a simple date like that. And even something casually, you know, a book club. You want to wear this? It's fine. That's why I say it could be a signature scent, but also for events, it will work very, very nicely. So hopefully I explained this fragrance pretty well, because it is very a nice duality, and I can understand why a lot of people love it. And for it to be so stinking cheap and not smell cheap and last a good while and have a sillage, it would have a great sillage in the beginning, and then it kind of subtle. You have to come close to you to smell. Like I'm smelling it as I'm wafting my hand. So it's something when you move, it will move with you. When you're stationary, it's kind of there, but it radiates a little bit. Okay, so it's really, really, really nice. It definitely gives a little bit of a put togetherness, definitely classic lines. It's a classy fragrance, signature scent worthy, all the things all in between. So once again, this is Ana Abiad Poudre right here. I don't know if you're gonna see that, Poudre, and they have many in this line. If you guys want me to talk about it, I can definitely talk to you about it. This one is my favorite. I did buy almost all of them. The only one I have not tried is the Coral Run, and that's because from the reviews it said it was more so tropical and vacation like, and I have that already. I don't think I need a big bottle for something like that. So yes, this is kind of the new acquisitions. Okay, but mainly I wanted to talk about that Sephora purchase and just warn you guys about the Burberry hair elixir, and I hope this did that for you. I hope all is well, and I would love to see you again next time. Bye.